he was crazy again today, would raise his head from his homework with this unwavering, don't fuck with me grin. This grin that says,
I dare you, motherfucker. Make me do this math problem.
And then he slams his head against the table and he looks up at me and he says,
It's fun. You should try it.
I realize working with 10-year-olds is a lot more complex than most people think, especially when the student in front of you has seen things
that make him walk
like he's 30, things that wrinkle his hands so each rivet holds a story, things most people will only see in the movies. This student will not pull to the surface these things he's seen.
Not right now.
Not with me. He will never tell me about
the murder.
And I wonder how a 4th grade mind
records things
that soldiers are trained for.
He has not been brainwashed.
To create cubby holes in which to stuff these glory images. How many armies around the world
conscript 10-year-olds
does the vision of death become written on his classmates' faces
when they make their fingers
into guns? Is that why his day was crazy?
Were those ghosts haunting him again?
Does this bloody scene randomly pass across his mind's eye like a strobe-lit Polaroid?
Is that why he bounces his head off the table to shake those pictures loose?
There's so many questions, and I can't ask him any of them.
And his classmates, they don't know.
They see just another kid.
But somehow they figured out
that he's dealing with something else. That his bad days are not like theirs. And when his teacher harps on him about homework,
he doesn't have very much to say.
I guess those math problems just don't measure up as something to worry about. He doesn't care much for personal status.
But he does take so much pleasure and getting those bright gold stars that go next to the list of names of people who share his table.
When he drags me into class to show me that gold star, he says,
See, Patrick, that was because of me.
But I feel him saying,
See, I belong, and they appreciate me, and this I understand. But what I don't understand is an outstretched arm barely grazing the back of a head. I don't understand a gunshot. I don't understand the sound of blood on the concrete. But I do understand that more gold stars means more candy and smiles for the kids at my table.
When I come back into his classroom and I see this circle of smiling faces, I know he has found a place where he belongs, no longer a stranger amongst his peers.
Having to be haunted by the murder all of my life.
And I know that one day he will have to talk about it.
One day, slamming his head against the table will no longer work to shake those pictures loose.
And when that day comes, and those stories begin to fly from his mouth
like feathers falling from the sky,
I have a feeling that someone will be there to catch them. The first time I sat to tutor with him, his principal said,
Be so gentle with this one. Make sure you don't push him too hard.
Why is it that the rougher someone has been treated, then the more tender they can be? Maybe with a rock-hard shell to protect him from those bullets, he has realized how soft he is underneath, just wanting to be another kid.